Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to the Super Rich Experience. Y'all thought it was done. Y'all thought it was over. They was like, damn, we ain't heard from in a while. Look, had to move some things around. But hey, we back at it. I got a very special guest I want to introduce today. You know, the lovely, beautiful Lauryn Brown.
Thank you. Hi.
What? Welcome to the Super Rich Experience. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
A little information about me, some background. I'm from Inglewood, California.
Okay,
Born
Inglewood in
and
the house.
raised.
How old are you?
I'm 24 years old.
Okay.
Three brothers. I'm the only girl, so that was an interesting dynamic with my upbringing.
Tell me what it's like to grow up in Inglewood.
My upbringing was pretty rough. We struggled a lot. We were impoverished. We were on welfare. My father went to prison when I was like 9 or 10. So after that, it was just my mother, and she was relying on my father for income. So we ended up getting on welfare. It was really rough, really rough. And I think that affected how I move now as an adult. Why I don't have children, because I don't want to bring my children into a struggle, because I understand what that can do to a growing mind.
Yeah. The effect of not being around a father.
Yeah, my father wasn't around, so I didn't have that healthy masculine figure. I mean, just a masculine figure, period, but especially having a healthy masculine figure and healthy feminine energy as a child is really important
Ah, it is.
to being a well-rounded individual. So,
Facts.
yeah, that definitely affected me. So, yeah, my upbringing was it was rough. I didn't like it. I've tried to forget a lot of it. So sometimes I'm like, wow, that happened.
Have you
But
ever have you ever seen a therapist?
I have seen a therapist.
I haven't. I gotta go see a therapist.
I mean, I encourage you to. It's a different
I think
experience.
everybody should, I think everybody should.
Yeah. I think so, at least just to try. But honestly, you can see all the therapists you want to, but you have to do that inner work yourself, the shadow work, the introspection, the healing. It has to be self-guided as well. You can't just think, okay, I'm going to sit down with this person and I'm going to be fine.
Oh nah, but
Yeah.
I
But
think
it does offer you a different perspective.
exactly. I think everybody should at least try it, and get some type of therapy. Cause I mean, Black life, we've been through a lot of things, a lot of struggles. We keep it bottled up. We just move on to the next task.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, so hey, I think,
Well,
and that's also the nonprofit me and my brother said we was gonna come up with. It's gonna offer free therapy for our people.
that's awesome.
Yeah, be able to bridge that gap because shoot, we got all this other things to pay for. A lot of us is not gonna pay for that. It's not gonna be the top of the list of things that we're gonna put our money into. So I think that definitely is something that we should be able to provide the community.
Definitely. A lot of us can't even afford basic health insurance. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that's awesome. Well, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why haven't you sought out therapy yet?
I'm about to pay for it.
Okay, I feel it.
I got a lot of other things I got to invest into, businesses, and I got so many things I got to do right now. It's not the top of the priority, for me. But like I said, I definitely want to do that nonprofit, and when I have an opportunity to speak to somebody, where it's economically,
Obtainable.
exactly. So, and just really not, just having the time to do it. If I have an opportunity to do it, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I went to a therapy session with my mom, and that didn't really, because when you go into therapy, you could, you could decide to tell them whatever you want to decide to tell them. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? You could tell them all the good things in the world and leave out all the bad things, and
Mm-hmm.
and not really go nowhere. And, you know, they ain't tripping. They gonna get paid. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't open up today. Maybe next session. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I still got paid regardless, though.
It may take you 10 sessions just to open up once. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And actually go anywhere. So it's like, you know, who got the money for that right now? So, yeah. Okay, so congratulations for being a real estate agent.
Yep, I just got my real estate license in April of 2023.
Wow.
And honestly, it's kind of crazy because in the process of getting my license, I was like, dang, am I actually going to finish? Will I actually do this? And it's like, now that I'm here, it's
You
like,
did that shit.
yeah, I did it.
Hey, she did that shit. You know, sometimes you gotta, you know, pat yourself on the back. You did that shit. You know, they say there was only 10% of the population that's a real estate agents. So, you know, you're part of that 10%. You know what I mean? It's not an easy accomplishment.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't take the time to either feel like putting in that effort to educate themselves or even just taking that route in life.
Yeah, I mean,
It's easier to follow than to kind of like lead.
hey, you doing your thing. So, hey, you know, what are some of your strategies on getting cracking out here?
Well, finding a mentor, somebody that can help support me on my journey.
I love a woman that is seek a mentor. I love that.
It's important. I feel like a lot of us need to be students before we can be teachers and leaders.
You speaking wisdom right now. Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Okay. Yeah. Nah. Definitely. You gotta get the game before you go out there and try to apply something. You know, you want to be successful. I mean, shoot, look at the market. I know, you know, all this uncertainty, but you still got $1 million, multi-million-dollar estates, and you know, this is LA. People are never going to stop spending money. You feel me? You know, they just said, I think Mark Wahlberg sold his house for like $52 million.
Wow.
You know, so these big deals are happening. You know, it's time to get active. Put yourself in the middle of that. You know, sometimes you just get lucky. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So a lucky could be a $30,000-$50,000 check. You know what I'm saying? You know, so
Could change your whole life.
exactly. So, hey, I encourage you to get busy with it.
What's your strategy? How are you going to obtain or get to that point that you're trying to get to now?
I mean, if I'm already in it like you,
Well, once you get there, because it's inevitable, right?
first thing I'll do is find a good team. You know, find somebody that will really give you the game. You know, you guys already agreed on the agreed upon commission. You know what I'm saying? But this is California. Every house is going for at least $1 million average. So even if it's 40, 60 and they giving you the lead, you know what I'm saying? They're giving you leads from Zillows every month. You getting 10 Zillow leads, and out of those 10 Zillow leads, you convert 2. And you getting a 10,000 check each house. That's 20 bands for the month, you know. 40% of a $1 million house on 3% is better than, you know what I'm saying, 80% of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I say, you know, since you just now getting into the game, get with somebody that's gonna really educate you and really, you know, show you some things and give you some strategies and, you know, have a system in place. You feel me? And they just plugging you in, and you know, you're just somebody that is, you know, taking up a few clients and serving a few clients, and focus on giving your clients the best experience that they can get. My first house I sold, they had no clue that was the first house I sold, because I was pretending like I do this. I was, everything my brokers was telling me, I was just regurgitate, you know. But I was really trying to learn exactly what they're talking about, and I would just use that as knowledge of adding up how to do it, you know. And after I wrote, you know, an offer the fifth time after their help, now I'm doing it by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Filing out, sending it. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning. You know, I'm learning the game. You're gonna learn inevitably. Find a team. You don't have to go outside your team. You're trying to go outside your team. You know,
It's not the right team.
it's not the right team.
Very true.
It's not the right team. So first thing you do is find a team. That team is gonna energize you. You know, I was feeling motivated, and you know, and I was doing my own studying and doing my own research and coming with my own game. And you're gonna deal with clients that, you know, are stalling. You know, you got clients that may got the cash or may approve for the loan already, and you know they're not responding back to your text. They're not, you know, trying to make no appointment to go see no spot, and you know you trying to figure out what's the problem. You know what I mean? You know, it's an emotional purchase. You know, a lot of people get cold feet, and it's your job to walk them through the process and motivate them. And sometimes it's not, you know, uh, um, bothering them and you know being annoying. You know, you got to be inspiring. You know, text them, you know, some inspiring news. You know, and letting them know, you know, if we get in right now, we can win later. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just found this spot. You feel me? This is a gym. You know, I think we need to go investigate this. This is the price point. You know what I'm saying? You can do this. I'm giving them ideas of what they can do with it. You know what? That's a great idea. Let's go look at it. Now you got an appointment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your job to like motivate people,
Right.
and get them excited about the possibilities of this purchase. You know what I'm saying? Like, you making the right decision, even if you want to sell it next year. Prices is only going up. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna lose. You know, fuck the interest rates. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about what you gonna get after you. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's look at the big picture. What are you getting this spot for? His son, he's gonna have a spot. You know what I mean? And if you want to sell, it's going. You know, you just gotta keep doing your research and have something that they can get excited for. You know, and you're gonna find people that after you done make them feel so comfortable, they're only gonna want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my person. Like, oh my God, you know, I need them. You know what I'm saying? And they're calling you for everything, and you got to deal with them until you close. You know, and then when you close, get the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? And it's a successful closing, and they feel great about you. You can always go and visit them, and you know, get their interview. Yes, you know, pick them. They're not gonna. We love our house. Everything is great. You know what I'm saying? It's just more content. You know, like, let's go to a little house I just closed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you could do so much. So you just got to get yourself in the game. Get yourself in a good team. First thing you do,
Definitely.
get yourself a better team. You know, get somebody that cares about you winning. You know what I'm saying? That's going to call you. You know what I'm saying? That is not going to get annoyed by you calling every day. You know what I'm saying? For the littlest things. And are walking through, and they love to do it. You know, that's one thing I could say about First Class Real Estate. You know, they are a great brokerage firm. You know what I'm saying? Great brokerage firm. They know their stuff. They even know the inspection. Giving them the inspection, and they're telling me what it is on the inspection. Like, that's a great brokerage firm. They know their stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they're worth everything that they're asked for. You know, so find yourself a great team. You know, that cares about you, that you can communicate with, that you feel comfortable talking to, and you're gonna make some money.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
How'd you feel when you closed on your first home?
Man, I felt like an expert. Like I said, they thought I was an expert. They thought I do this all the time, just by my confidence. You know, they never asked me how many houses I closed, so I never told them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going there with confidence. I'm going there knowing my shit. I knew what I was talking about. I knew the steps because they're telling me each step by step. Your broker should be telling you each step by step, preparing you for the moment. And I was prepared for every single step, every moment. They prepared me. And that's a great brokerage firm. So I had the experience of working with a great brokerage firm. So I know what to look for now. You know what I mean? That's my advantage. And then, over somebody that just started, I know what is a good one and what's not a good one. Someone, they just keep collecting, your service fee every month, and you don't talk to them, you're not getting no motion, they ain't hitting you up. That's not a good one. They just want your money. They probably got over 20,000. You know what I'm saying? What's 20,000 times 100? You know what I'm saying?
200,000.
They ain't tripping off of you. We making 200,000. We don't care if if you sell one house, we still gonna make our money. You know what I'm saying? One or not. So, they could care less. But now when you making some big money, since they're such a big company, it might be a better commission than a smaller firm that is helping you hands on. So once you get to a certain level where you don't need you really don't need your broker's firm's help, and they still taking a big chunk, that's when it's time to leave. Like, it's time for me to leave. Yeah. They be like, it's the way it is. It's business. It's nothing personal. Love you guys. But I got to get this money. I got to keep most of my money now. Yeah. I'm paying for the game. But once I got the game, I'm gone. It's a business. So, and it's a career. This is a career. It's going to be a long career. You're going to have ups and downs. You're going to be popping. You're going to be stale, but get yourself in the game and give yourself a chance. Because you could be doing 10, 15, 20,000 right now.
I could. I know how to talk to people real well, too.
So what's stopping you?
I'm just at a point where I feel a bit discouraged because I've never been in this.
Because you don't have a good team. That's why you're discouraged.
Yeah, and I've never been in anything like this. I'm like, where do I start?
That's
what do I do?
That's why you feel discouraged, because you don't have a good team. Because every new agent feels like that. So any good team should make your new agent feel comfortable, inspired, encouraged. You know what I'm saying? Getting them active and with some people that need help with their home purchase. Connecting the dots, like that's literally their job. So, I know we want to get to, sign with the best, from the outside looking in what the best is, the biggest. We think the best is the biggest. And the best is the one that's going to help you get to where you want to go. And that's life. We all look for the ones that got all the money, all the hundreds of millions of dollars. Nobody's checking for the ones that ain't got it. But nobody sees the ones coming up. You know what I'm saying? Because they so fixated on the ones that got it. You know what I mean? The ones that got it is losing it. The ones that ain't got it is coming up. You know what I'm saying? And, you got to go with the ones that's going to get you where you want to go. Yeah. That's good for you. That's right for you. You know what I'm saying? It may not be right for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this team is right for me to hit my goals. You know what I'm saying? How would 100,000 a year change your life?
Definitely.
You feel me? So a bad team is holding you back from that, from doing what you need to do in life. You know what I mean? And that's in life. Bad team, you need to have a good team in life. Gotta have a solid team. That's why I don't play with anybody if you ain't got no empathy for my people. If you talking shit about black people, I can't really fuck with you. Because I don't need that type of negativity. Why are we talking about we're black? You know what I'm saying? Why are we talking about ourselves? We're African. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think, this is a good little, see, that's a 20-minute segment right there.
Dang, that was 20 minutes.
You see? Ain't this easy?
Yeah.
Hey, why can't I do a podcast, right?
You definitely can. You already are.
We doing it right now.
Yeah.
But say you looking good though.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Does that make you feel uncomfortable?
No, not at all.
Okay. So you've been single for 2 years.
Yeah, single for 2 years.
What's that about?
You mean why?
Yeah.
I think I'm just in a phase where I'm just investing into myself and I'm pouring into myself. And not in a selfish way, but I realized after I got out the military, I need to build something up, start creating generational wealth, real wealth, something that can't just be slipped out from under my feet, you know? So I
And
think I've just been focusing on that.
Can you do that by yourself?
Not forever. I think, me personally, I would love to have, a supportive partner eventually, of course. But when that time comes, I mean, I'll be ready for it. But I mean, not everyone you meet is going to be that person. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
Yeah. And so when you meet that person, and then you guys just take off from there, you know? Do you feel like you've met your person yet?
You know what? It's not determined until things are established.
Right.
You know, if I extend trust to you, that means I believe that you're trustworthy. I don't know if I could trust you, but I believe out of our quality time in the cues and the things that I picked up, I determine you trustworthy. So by determining you trustworthy, I'm gonna extend trust to you. You know, I'm gonna give you trust, and then based upon the execution of that trust, I'm gonna know if I could trust you or not.
Right.
You know, if I give somebody some trust and they didn't give it back, or they just taking and taking and taking, I'm gonna let them take. I'm gonna see what you do with it. You know, anything I give, I don't expect anything back. You feel me? I don't expect anything back that I give. If you can't afford to give, you know what I'm saying? They don't give. You know what I'm saying? Don't give and complain that you gave something away. I don't trip. Anything I gave, I gave. I don't look back.
So what are you looking for out of a partner? Like, what would be your ideal partner?
Consciousness. Just having a brain and having faith. You know, I have a lot of visions, but if we don't have faith or faith in the fact that I can do something, we gotta be able to take risks. And a lot of people like you. A lot of people are attracted to you. A lot of people even want to have sex with you, but they ain't willing to take a risk with you. They ain't willing to, cooperate with you and accomplish something in life. You know what I mean? They want to use you. Women want to use you too. Same men want to use, women want to use. We all want to use. You know what I mean? But I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for those that want to be a part of my culture. Me and my brother, we got culture. You know what I'm saying? I buy groceries, I buy things for the house we both use. We don't have to necessarily talk about it. We don't have to, tally things up. You know what I'm saying? I'm cleaning up, he don't have to ask me. You know what I mean? Even though he might cook, I might clean. I'm not tripping. I'm about to cry about it. I'm doing what needs to be done for things to flow.
That's community right there.
We don't have to make a big things of shit. People that don't have the same culture make big things of little things because we don't have the same culture. Me and my mom didn't have the same culture. We
bumped heads a lot. You know what I'm saying? Things that, I don't be tripping. He tell me he might eat something I bought. Oh yeah, that's fine. I ain't tripping. I go to the store, you know what I'm saying? He forgot to get something from the store. You want me to go get it? You sure? Yeah, man, I got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking out for you. You know what I'm saying? That's culture. Why be with a person you don't trust? You can't help. You want to micromanage everything. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for shit like that.
Yeah.
If we can't come together and work together, you know what I'm saying? Not be ticky-tack and tally this and like, I don't care how fine you are. Like, if that's how you act, I can't deal with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, looks ain't everything.
I gotta be able to know how to work with you, cooperate with you. You know what I'm saying? What about you? What you looking for?
Out of a partner?
Yeah.
Support, definitely.
When you say support, like what?
Somebody that believes in me, somebody that's not just gonna sit back while I'm doing what I'm doing and not be willing to offer help, because I'm the type of person, one of the ways that I show love is through giving. If you say you need something, I'm gonna, I'll put it in the back of my head and okay, they wanted to get this from the beauty supplier, or they were talking about this. So once I have the means, I like to surprise. I like to see this expression on their face to know that I did something to help them in any way possible. I made their life a little easier. I like that. It makes me feel good, and knowing that they feel good and that I helped them. So I would like that in return. I feel like, that's amazing right there. You don't find that often, so.
So what do you think you need help with?
Just life. Like, we can help each other out. Like you said, look out for each other instead of just, okay, I did this for you. What do I get in return?
Exactly.
That doesn't feel good. It's like you feel like you owe them. Like,
exactly.
You're walking on eggshells.
Exactly. And in reality, nobody owes nobody nothing.
Right.
You feel me? And that's why I give trust, and I'm looking for somebody who I don't have to tell to, look out for me. If I extended some trust and I helped you out, be conscious of me. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to just look at how you move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to just keep receiving, I'm just keep giving. You know what I'm saying? Then next thing you know, gone.
Right. And I feel like also too, if you really want to think about it on a primal level, it's kind of like a tactic of survival, knowing that you have somebody in your corner or you have somebody around you that you don't have to tell them to do something. They're going to look out for you.
That's my person. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So how long you been dating?
I'll say I started dating. I've been dating for about a good year and a half.
Yeah. How's your experience?
Very insightful. It's taught me a lot of lessons about people.
Give me one.
Looks aren't everything. You can't just sit up and be like, oh, they look good and think that shit's going to be sweet. A lot of people, they're so superficial. They don't, and they're not really critical thinkers. So they don't do the work, to heal the things in their lives or certain personality traits and characteristics that they could work on. They don't do the work for growth.
Can I take a picture of you?
Sure.
Just while you talking, so I could just have some
for your podcast.
Yeah, exactly. For my episode.
Sure.
I know they want to see your beautiful face.
Okay. 30 minutes.
But continue. Just
Is it a video?
That's a picture.
Oh.
Let me turn that off.
But yeah.
Looks aren't everything. Okay, what else?
Looks aren't everything. For me personally, I've realized like even money is not gonna, if somebody's flaunting all these monies, you got all these cars, you got the money. For me, that doesn't even mean anything if your mind and your soul is not right. That's something I realized too, because you, at least nowadays, you hear about all these people, celebrities more specifically, they're dating these people for money and it's glorified in the music.
Right.
But for me personally, that doesn't satisfy me. I need somebody where mentally, emotionally, spiritually, we can kind of connect. We have that chemistry.
Right.
Because you could go far with somebody like that.
Ah, for real.
The money can come anytime, but if you can't connect with somebody, yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
How long you been dating?
Like I said, I had a little relationship that lasted. It didn't last too long, but I was knowing her. I've been knowing her for a couple of years, so that ended maybe 2-3 months ago.
So do you feel like you learned a lesson from that experience?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot.
What you learn? Tell me something.
I learned that it's going to be very difficult for single mothers to find, it's going to be really hard for single mothers to find a new nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, for real, it's going to be very difficult for them more than a single woman without a kid. You know what I'm saying? Single mothers are at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying? And the whole baby daddy shit.
It's played out.
I mean, not only just played out, it's just a baby daddy is always gonna have access to the woman. You know what I'm saying?
In some way, yeah. In some capacity.
Oh, and that's always, you know what I'm saying? So it's it's just too much. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's is it wrong for me to you know what? I might just deal with, something less complex than this, But, every situation is different. Every situation is different. So,
So what's your thoughts on parenthood?
What you mean?
Just anything. How do you feel about parenthood? How do you feel about having children? Since we're talking about,
I feel you can either be a better parent than your parents were, or you could be a worse parent than your parents were. There's only two ways you can go. So, me, it's just about being a better parent than my parents were, a better parent than my mom and my dad. Choosing a woman that is gonna be a better mother than my mother was. Choosing a better type of mother. You know what I mean? Things that I'm not saying my dad chose the wrong way, but, he should have.
Two individuals coming together that may need more work internally.
Yeah.
And creating.
So, just having a more compassionate woman to be the mother of my children, to have that balance, because, I'm a very compassionate and nurturing man, so to have both compassionate and nurturing parents is, we're going to be doing a better job than my goddamn parents. So, that's what I want, you know what I mean? To be in a position to really
change some things around.
Yeah.
Break these generational curses.
Exactly. We're going to start fresh. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You have the knowledge, so you can only do better. You should only do better.
Exactly. Knowledge is power. You know what I mean? And that's what was lacking in these generations, the knowledge of how to be and how to do these things. So, yeah, I just need a capable woman, that can, make some things happen, and somebody I could trust. Trust the fact that she's gonna handle the business when I'm gone. You know what I mean? And be focused and disciplined, and not just be on some other shit. And talking about what these women be talking about when niggas ain't around.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you coming on the show, you know, chatting up. And, you know, I think this is a very successful podcast. What you think?
I think it was a success too. I appreciate you for inviting me. It was a great experience.
You have fun?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's interesting. It's my first podcast. So,
Wow.
yeah, thank you.
I got me putting you on to something.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Really.
Why, you know, some more super rich experiences with Super Rich, and more blessings, and wish you the best of luck and best of you know, experience with your real estate, you know, career. Congratulations. Welcome to the, I got to get on with you. I got to get on your level. You know what I'm saying? So this has been another one.